This episode is sponsored by Gamergy, the gaming energy drink made by gamers for gamers. Check it out in 4 great flavors: Purple Nurple, Red Alert, Binary Blue, and Epic Green. Hey, what is going on, you guys? So the last 2 episodes of Cosplay Melee have been out for a while. The only reason I wait so long is because I want everyone to get a chance to watch it for themselves, you know, and check it out for themselves if they like. Or if, you know, for some reason you can't watch it on satellite or something, I at least give you, you know, the end results of it. But today's episode, it was episode 5, Superheroes, and I'm really excited for this episode because, you know, who doesn't love superheroes? I mean, the whole entire movie premise of the past almost decade has been superheroes. You know, some of the most popular movies like Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, you know, Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, which just came out recently. So let's go ahead and break it down. I got the pictures ready, so I'm going to make this smaller. Let's get the pictures up. Oops, there we go. Now, as always, we start out with talking about our fantastic judges and everything. So, Cosplay Melee is judged by 3 judges and hosted by the wonderful Yvette Nicole Brown. I can't say enough. Yvette Nicole Brown's an amazing lady. I love her to death. Drake and Josh, you know, Talking Dead. Just an amazing person. Really knows what it's like to, you know, fall in love with a character and be that kind of geek. Excuse me, guys. I'm going to change this just a second. There we go. Just a great character, though. I loved her. I loved her in Drake and Josh. I love her when she's on Talking Dead. She always brings a lot of fun and excitement to the show. But let's go to our cosplay judge. Oh, and just so you guys know, this is a new picture we're adding. Guys, don't forget, I am sponsored by Gamergy, the gaming energy drink made by gamers for gamers. And there is 4 great flavors of it. If you guys can see right here, we got Red Alert, Epic Green, Binary Blue, and Purple Nurple. My favorite flavor is actually Epic Green. If you guys don't know, today's actually May 10th, which, you know, go ahead and give you guys a surprise here. It's my birthday! Yay! I mean, I don't really celebrate my birthday. I work, you know. Got to get that grind going if you want to, you know, live life comfortably in the next 30 years. But, not this weekend, but next weekend, which is May 19th, 20th, 21st, I will be down in Des Moines at Wizard World, interviewing some awesome cosplayers and people at the event. Cosplayers like Night Mage cosplay, Super Case cosplay, Ghost Spider cosplay, Curly Q cosplay, awesome people like that. I'm trying to get some interviews with some of the celebrities down there. I do have a press badge for the event, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it. A lot of great people are going to be at the event, so look for that. I will be handing out free Gamergy too, so if you find me, you might get yourself a nice bottle of Gamergy. But let's go ahead and continue here. We have our wonderful judge for cosplay. She is the queen of the night, the queen of cosplay itself. She is Leanna Vamp in this amazing Star Wars rendition of Leia. Leanna Vamp, I've always loved her. She's an amazing cosplayer. Likes to take her own spin on things. I mean, it's always wonderful to see her make a costume that not only, you know, a bunch of other people made, but make it her own. She really captures every character she does. And here's her as Vampirella. I'm going to turn my phone off because I am so tired of it going off. But, yeah, just an amazing cosplayer. She really knows her stuff. Christian Beckman, a great costume creator and fabricator for amazing movies like Avatar and awesome things like that. I've already said it a million times, but I know Christian Beckman. I know his work. I don't know the person. So, I mean, I don't really know Yvette Nicole Brown either, or, you know, Leanna Vamp, but I followed them before, you know, Cosplay Melee. So I'm learning more about Christian Beckman every week, though. He's worked on Fallout. He's done an amazing. His itinerary of things that he's done is amazing. I love it. But let's go ahead and get to our 4 contestants this week. This week we have Tawanda, and we have let's see here. This is Aaron, James, and Dare. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Roast me in the comments if it's not. But let's start out with Tawanda. Tawanda is an amazing cosplayer. This was a Sith copulation style character. You can't really see it unless you go out, but she does have a lightsaber. I really like it. She really knows how to work with fabric. She knows her stuff. Very talented. I was really happy to see somebody who was more fabric oriented. I mean,
you know, it's just, and she would actually fit very well in Face Off or something like that with her fabric skills, I think, in my opinion. But she did an amazing job. I loved her. Let's go ahead and go there and see some of her other cosplays here. Kind of like end of the world apocalypse style thing. But our next cosplayer is Aaron here as Scorpion. I really like those piercing blue eyes that you see right there. Great cosplayer here. Let's see some of his work real quick. Oh, I love this Mr. Sinister. You know what, guys? Let's make this bigger. Let's go ahead and take my pretty mug out of there real quick. Look at that, though. That Mr. Sinister is amazing. And here he is as Reptile from Mortal Kombat. And our next cosplayer is Dare. Dare is doing a Samurai Deadshot here. Captain America Spider-Man. I don't know what this character is supposed to be, but it's a night. I think it's a night rendition of a Care Bear. And here's James with his own signature Iron Man, Lieutenant Colonel James Phipps. Here's a Carnage work in progress he's doing. I just loved it so much I had to show it off. And here he is as the Red Hood. Really love that character. It really brings a lot to it. And here he is as Voltron. So a lot of great characters. Let's go ahead and get to round one. Round one was all about making your superhero emblem. If you guys don't know, every superhero has an emblem. Batman, Wonder Woman, Iron Man, Captain America, they all have an emblem, usually on their chest right here. And round one was to create an emblem on a chest plate. Tawanda decided to keep with what she knew. She was going to do only fabric, which was really challenging because usually, you know, if you make an emblem, it's brazened and out, you know, like armor or something, kind of like that. So that was an interesting concept. She wanted to become the superhero Harmony, who spreads peace, love, and positivity. Fabric was really a different choice. I really appreciated that. But we'll see how she did later on. I don't really have close-up pictures. I have some. Aaron, this is Aaron, by the way. He did the two Mortal Kombat characters. Aaron said he got a lot of his ideas from ancient Egypt. Don't really know about that. I really didn't see the Egyptian, you know, influence there. I mean, it's still a great costume. I just really didn't see it there, but, you know, to each their own. His character name was going to be Zero, and he is a futuristic character. The planet's been invaded by aliens in his backstory, and he uses ancient materials along with stuff he finds from defeated aliens to combat them. So, I don't know, but Dare is going to become a character called Wildcat. And Wildcat is a normal everyday person who loves his cat. You know, I don't know if there was supposed to be more signature story besides the fact that he just loves his cat. Maybe it was a cat that his daughter had before she died, or a wife, or a family cat that's been in the family for 20 years or so. I don't know. But his house gets you know, invaded by robbers. They kill the cat, and he decides to take vengeance and become the superhero known as Wildcat. So, really interesting there. James takes on the persona of a person called the Guardian. Takes a lot of ideas from his own personal history. James was my fan favorite this week. James, I'm calling it out there. Really, really intense guy. James took a lot of stuff from his background history. I don't really like to speak, you know, but I mean, he put it out there on Cosplay Melee, so I won't go into detail. But James is an ex-felon, and he learned while in his time incarcerated that, you know, he's just making wrong choices. So he comes out of this horrible situation of being incarcerated, turns his life around, and becomes one of the greatest cosplayers I've seen. I mean, look at these. He did this amazing Red Hood. That Carnage, when it's done, is going to be amazing. And he has, I think, at least 3 of these suits. One of them is a St. Louis Cardinals Iron Man suit. This guy is really good at what he does, and I'm so glad he was able to find that inspiration and turn his life around for the better. So I'm really happy about that. But anyway, let's see who won round one. I wrote this stuff down so long ago, guys. Give me just a second here. let's see here. I think James won round 1. Yes, James won round 1 with his superhero insignia. And I think it is. I'm not. You know what? I don't know. I know that unfortunately Tawanda didn't leave us. Tawanda did not win round 1. It was either Dare. I think Dare actually won. Yeah, it was Dare. Dare won round 1. But Tawanda ended up leaving us. I'm going to go back to a picture of Tawanda here. Yeah, Tawanda ended up leaving us. They said that her fabric was that was an interesting choice, but it was also a very risky choice because the emblem didn't show any dimension. It looked flat, you know. Judges felt that her piece was missing, you know, was missing something there, and I didn't agree. I mean, I understand it's flat. It's fabric. It's supposed to be flat, but what are you gonna do, you know? Aaron's emblem ended up not having enough weathering or battle damage, and the circle emblem was actually not a complete circle. It was, well, it was a complete circle, but it was an off circle. It wasn't a perfect one. So it was really, not very well done, but still. Dare's emblem was really cool. He had a really cool cat-like emblem on his chest there. And James made a shield for his emblem because he's supposed to be the guardian. He doesn't use any weapons. He fights barehanded and defends people like that. So, and the guardian has the same kind of backstory as James does. So, but I learned a lot of cool techniques from this. Like a good way to use rivets is just to use thumbtacks, like with the metal thumbtacks. You know, easy way to incorporate rivets. So that was really cool. So round 2 was you have to select. There was 4 comic books, and each comic book you have to select something to. You had to take something from that comic book and use it in your cosplay. So round 2, Aaron ended up getting a utility belt. Dare got the mask, and James got a cape. So they all had to incorporate, well, not all. Aaron had to incorporate the utility belt somehow. Dare had to incorporate a mask, and James had to incorporate a cape. So let's go ahead and get over here real quick. So now we're going to bring up the website here so I can show you guys. Here is Aaron's final look. You can kind of see, I guess, a little bit of Egyptian design or something, but here's his utility belt. I would have wanted to see more like pockets or something, like a Batman style thing, and I would have liked to have seen some kind of emblem right here to show, you know, that's a good place to show an emblem off, but he did really step it up. Look at that battle damage. I mean, it's a lot better. The circle really wasn't fixed, but he did do a lot better this round than he did the first round. Next we have James. Look at this armor. Look at that shield that he uses to defend people. And this was his first time ever doing a cape, and he did a perfect job, guys. The judges said, I never would have thought that you would have done a cape before. So kudos to James there for just taking it to the limit, you know, and not letting anything get... Oh, no, James did win round 1, actually. I remember that now because he wanted to challenge himself by doing a cape. I remember that now, guys. Okay. So James won round 1. I don't know why I don't have it written down. Oh, I do have it written down. I just don't know what I'm looking at. And here is Dare. There's that emblem I was talking about. Really good job there. With the sword there and the gun. Really good looking character. I could almost see this jumping out of something DC already, you know, like... You know, it looks... And I love these claws on his feet there. They're really cool looking. But great cosplay altogether, guys. Let's get a final picture with all 3 of them there. Look at that work by James. I do agree with the judges that the white undershirt thing right here, I didn't really like it all that much. I understood their criticism there. But the armor looks amazing. The cape, he did a fantastic job. Aaron did a fantastic job too. By the way, guys, if you didn't know, Aaron is actually what he would consider an amateur cosplayer. I'm more amateur than he is, so I don't know what he's talking about, but... he's only been doing this for 2 years, so I mean, that's a lot of, you know, that's impressive work for only 2 years, you know, 2 years though, you know. And here's Dare in his final cosplay, but the winner ended up being, Dare. Dare ended up being the ultimate winner there. James was my favorite. Look at that emblem there, and look at this. And his backstory really got to me. But what are you gonna do? You know, you can't win them all. But here's Dare, this File Cosplay, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate this, guys. If you did enjoy this video, I want you to know that, you know, I appreciate everything you guys do, the support you give me. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you Sith Lightning that like button. If you're new, use the Force to subscribe. And we'll catch you guys next time. And remember, we are the Force, each and every one of us. So let's connect. May the Force be with you and have a great day.